Of Bihar Cadre 2010. He holds a degree in Civil Engineering and an MS in Structural Engineering from the University of California, Berkeley. He served as the District Collector of Gadchiroli and Satara. During his term as the Satara Collector, he worked tirelessly for COVID-related activities. He was awarded by the state government for his efforts. So a warm welcome, sir. Besides, we are blessed with the presence of Reverend Father Tommy, our Director, Dr. Shaji Matthew, our Principal, Reverend Father Sabo, Reverend Father Abhilash, Reverend Sisters, and all our well-wishers. We welcome you all to this evening's entertainment.
Our school has a beautiful motto, Lead Kindly Light. Let us pray to the God of lights to enlighten us and bless the efforts of every individual who is performing here.
I request the chief guest and the dignitaries to light the lamp. Mr. Shekhar Singh, IAS, Father Tommy, Dr. Shaji Matthew, Ms. Sini, Mr. Shivu Podar, Sania Giri, and Razik Khan.
Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace.
heaven is open and God's blessings are with us. Hey, what are you doing?
Can't you see what I'm doing? I'm dancing.
If I were you, I wouldn't dance.
Why?
Because you will be spellbound when you see my little friends dancing.
Yes, audience are little ones who were the most affected, confined to the four walls of their house due to the pandemic, who lost the love, joy and happiness of being with their friends, are here to perform, to show the thrill they experience now, which can't be expressed in words. So let us welcome our tiny stars onto the stage.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?
lovely performance. Let us give a huge round of applause to our little ones.
Let us now have an overview of our annual report.
Our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Xaviers, IAS, Reverend Fathers, sisters, parents, guests, and my dear children. It's my pride and pleasure to present this annual report of the academic year 2022-23 of St. Xaviers High School and Junior College. During the last 2 years of COVID-19 pandemic and the consequent lockdown, when the academic life and the behavioral patterns of the children were very badly affected, we have truly proven ourselves pathfinders for the entire country by bringing our children to the hostels and offering them a comprehensive care in their academic and non-academic life. This was possible only because of the far-sighted leadership and determination of our director, Reverend Father Tuomi, and the support and guidance of the then Satara District Collector, Mr. Xaviers IAS, who is the chief guest of this event. After sailing through the years of pandemic, we commenced this academic year on 20th June with a total enrollment of 310 students, with 175 boarding students and 135 day boarding students. The entire academic year is planned with a lot of curricular and co-curricular activities wherein our children, your children, enthusiastically partake. We have started the year with 3 days of orientation program for teachers. The academic excellence of an educational institution depends chiefly on the qualified and experienced teachers. Several highly qualified and experienced teachers, along with Reverend Father Sabu Thomas as the academic coordinator and Reverend Father Abhilash K. Sebastian as the manager, have joined the team of St. Xaviers staff. A team of students leaders as prefects, general captain, vice general captain, house captains and vice captains were selected in the beginning of the academic year, and their investiture ceremony was held on 12th October 2022, in which all of them have sworn in and have assumed their responsibilities. We are proud to inform you that we continue our history of academic excellence with 100% pass in board exams. All our students have come through with flying colors in SSC, ICSE and HSC examinations. Among them, Janvi Kasude stood first in the HSC and Varun Pedulkar in SSC examinations, while Joel Jadhav bagged the first in ICSE class 10th examinations. Education, as you know, is not about content learning. It's all about building up competencies. Committed to these convictions, we keep on improving our core curriculum and the method of academic assessment. Personal counseling and the motivation sessions have been organized to equip our children to face the emotional and other personal challenges of life. To promote critical thinking and to build up responsible behavior, we have regular orientation sessions by Reverend Father Tuomi Karilakulam, our director. In addition, we have organized various seminars and workshops for our children on sex education, road safety and traffic rules, first aid training, etc., so that they may be fine-tuned to face the challenges in their life with courage, sincerity and responsibility. We also provide a comprehensive health checkup and medical facilities to our students. the famous pediatrician Dr. Prem Shet, and renowned pediatric surgeon Mr. Sijo John regularly visit our students and offer a comprehensive health care to them. Besides, special dental and ENT checkups are also organized. We belong to a nation which is known for its unity in diversity. We celebrate various religious and cultural festivals like Ramzan, Ganesh Chaturthi, Christmas, Raksha Bandhan, Dasara, Dandiya and Onam, so that the students may experience the richness of this diversity and the beauty of our unity. To refine and enhance the skills in co-scholastic areas, cultural festivals, quiz competitions, debate competitions, various club activities, science exhibitions, etc. are conducted. We have also started special music classes guided by Reverend Father Danny. Our students have actively participated in the Inspire Award organized by the Department of Science and Technology of the Union Government of India, and 4 of their projects were selected awards from the Government of India. Physical education is the integral part of any educational system. We have been ever committed to this aspect of education. In addition to all the regular sports and athletic activities, we also conduct various sports tournaments and athletic competitions. Mr. Chandrakant Bise, who is a national level archery master, has started his training for our students. Our monsoon picnic to Linkmala waterfalls added fun and joy to the hostel life of our children. We continue to have the U-Mind exchange program with the Belgium school, where the students and staff from St. Lambertus school stay with us and exchange their ideas, and we in the month of May go to their school for a cultural exchange. Each child is a mind rich in gems of inestimable value. We are ever committed to bring out these hidden treasures in every child and to make him or her a competent person and a responsible citizen. With this promise and commitment, I am closing this annual report. Kindly acknowledge our thanks for coming in large numbers today, you see, to our function, which shows your love and affection for this institution. Especially a large number of our former students have joined this function. I am excited to welcome them and thank them. Thank you, each and every one of you. Thanks, everyone.
This is the secret of our success, teamwork.
Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, light to the imagination, and life to everything.
Here we have the budding singers of St. Xaviers to take you to the world of music with melodious tunes of our own choir.
hearts are filled, touched, and sweetened by this rendition.
May I request Dr. Priya Saga Boyte to share her views with us.
Namaskar. Good evening to all the wonderful people present here, respected guests, trustees, faculties, teachers, parents and students. Today is the birth anniversary of Sri Dhanvantari Devata. So, who is Dhanvantari? Dhanvantari is the doctor of all the gods. I will start my speech. I will take 2 or 3 minutes hardly, but I will start it with Dhanvantari Stava. यो विश्वं विदधाति पाति सततं संहारयत्यञ्जसा सृष्टा दिव्य औषधिश्च विविधान् दूरीकरोत्यामयान् बिभ्राणो अञ्जलिनाम चकास्ति भुवने पीयूषपूर्णघटं तं धन्वन्तरिरूपमीशममलं विन्दामहे श्रेयसी विन्दामहे श्रेयसी. Shri Dhanvantaraye Namaha. Today is the Rashtriya Ayurveda Divas also, and I am an Ayurvedic practitioner, so I have started my speech with this. This prayer is for getting Ashirvad of healthy body, mind and soul to each and every organism living on earth. Today, we all are here to celebrate, explore and enjoy various skills, talents hidden in our own kids. It's a pleasure to me to be here at Ecstasy Annual Day Function organized by St. Xaviers School, Panchgani. I feel honored by getting the opportunity to speak here in front of you all who are the young minds of today and responsible citizens of tomorrow. I am glad to express my feelings about St. Xaviers School and its accomplishment towards the society for providing the best educational opportunities. I would like to share my experience with you all. I still remember the day when me and my husband Sagar visited the school for the first time. I was unsure about keeping my son in hostel like every parent would think of. But we got convinced when we met the principal, Mr. Saji Matthew sir, a very calm and a decent personality. We saw his dedication towards the school and we realized that our son is going to get a value-based education with opportunities of moral upbringing. And yes, we are really very happy after keeping our most precious gem, our son Samarth, in the hostel of this school. Thank you so much, sir. Here, I would like to thank all the teachers and faculty members for continually inspiring my son to do his best. Thank you for helping him strive for goals. Thank you for being his guide, his friend, and parents too. Thank you for loving him and making him disciplined and well-mannered person. Also, I am very thankful to all the caretaker aunties and uncles, office staff, nursing staff, doctors, for taking good care of our children. And now, very importantly, I want to mention about Father Tommy, a man with a principle, symbol of honesty and dedication towards work. He is very well known to all of us for his contribution towards the development of St. Xaviers School and Bel Air Hospital of Red Cross Society, which has many highly qualified doctors and nursing staff. Actually, my words are very short to describe his personality and his work. So, thank you so much and best wishes from all of us, all of the parents, for your social work and country building work. I would like to wish all a very happy, healthy and prosperous Diwali festival. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mind is a form of art that involves acting or communicating using only movements, gestures, and facial expressions.
Here, the actions speak to us through our mind. Our friends were guiding us about environmental safety and personal safety while celebrating Diwali. Thank you, friends.
Watch the rocking stars of St. Xaviers as they take the stage to rock and roll.
Wow, that was a fantastic performance.
The heart beats have gone up, and everybody is eager to sink into the depths of music, lighting, and pleasure.
Yes, I feel lost in these music notes. Now our graceful dancers are going to unleash a great dance performance. Here comes the Lee Chan Yui.
That was really a stunning show.
Now, let me welcome the next group to perform a dance. मेरी प्यारी बिटिया, तुम्हें जन्मदिन मुबारक हो। संसार की तो सबसे प्यारी रचना हो, परिवार का मान सम्मान हो तो बुरा न मानो बिटिया, क्षमा करो, हम आ न पाए मिलने तुम्हें स्कूल। कोई जरूरी काम आ गया। तुम तो जानती हो मेहनत के बिना मंजिल नहीं मिलती और कोई किसी का सहारा भी नहीं होता। तुम हमारी प्यारी दुलारी बेटी हो, यह न समझो तुम हमारे लिए भार हो, तुम तो हमारे भविष्य की ज्योति हो। दिवाली की छुट्टियों में लेने अवश्य आएंगे, अपना ख्याल रखना। फिर से जन्मदिन की ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं। Hava
ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Do 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 do. Ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. And then the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He told me, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. 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 I told the witch doctor you didn't love me true. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me nice. And then the witch doctor, he gave me this advice.
That was indeed a fantastic performance, wasn't it?
Lady Justice is blind. She is impartial. She goes to those who justly deserve her. This is the common belief and hope. But is this always the case? Or can a wily lawyer fool her? Let's see how Shakespeare handles a tricky situation.
Good evening, good people. Permit me to take you to Shakespeare's world, to the 17th century Venice. I am Nerissa of Belmont, Portia's lady in waiting. Here is the gist of what transpired before the incident in the Duke's court. We have the rich philanthropic merchant Antonio, who has some loyal and devoted friends. Chief among them and closest to his heart is young Bassanio, who asked Antonio for a loan of 3,000 ducats, 3,000 gold coins to fund him to his lady love, Portia. Antonio's wealth was all invested on ships, and at that moment he has no ready cash. So they approached the Jewish moneylender Shylock, whom Antonio does not approve of because of the heavy interest he charges and exploits the poor. Antonio ridicules him and has called him a cutthroat dog in public, and the angry Shylock longs for revenge. And here is the opportunity. Cleverly, very cunningly, Shylock offers to give the money without charging any interest. Surprised? Don't be. There is a catch. Because Antonio is standing surety for the loan, Shylock draws up a deal which says that if the money is not returned in 3 months' time, then Shylock will take a pound of flesh from Antonio's body, from near his heart. However, despite Bassanio's protest, Antonio is not shaken. He is confident his ships will return with much profit in 2 months' time. So, the bond is notarized. Weeks pass. Bassanio wins his lady. But barely has the union been solemnized when a messenger brings in a letter from Antonio. All his ships have been wrecked. The bond was forfeit. Antonio is to be carved up by Shylock. All he wants is for Bassanio to be at his side when the end comes. Bassanio is in despair. What's to be done? But fair Portia is not faith. She sends Bassanio off to Antonio's aid to offer 6 times the amount to Shylock.
Come, Nerissa, there is no time to be lost. We will disguise ourselves as lawyer and clerk and save Antonio.
Is Antonio here? Ready. So please, your grace.
I am sorry for you.
You face a stone-hearted adversary, incapable of mercy.
I have heard you try to reason with him, to no avail. I am prepared to bear his malice quietly.
Go, someone, and call the Jew in.
He's ready at the door. Here he comes.
Make room, let him stand before my face. Shylock, I think that this demand for the pound of Antonio's flesh is all in the way of a joke. I think you will not only give up this ridiculous claim, but also forgive Antonio a part of his debt.
I have told you, I will have my bond. I will bear the loss of my money, but I will have my bond. I hate this man. He has caused me loss in my business. He has publicly berated my nation. He has spat on me and called me dog. He must face my wrath now.
For 3,000 ducats, here is 6.
You offer me 6 times that, and I will refuse it. I want my bond. He signed his bond knowing full well what it said. Failure to repay my loan within the stipulated time will entail my taking a pound of flesh from his bosom.
How can you hope for mercy when you render none?
Mercy? I have done nothing wrong. Why should I fear any judgment? If you deny me, shame on your laws. I stand for judgment. Shall I have it?
I have sent for a learned doctor of law to assist me. He comes soon.
He is waiting at the door, sire.
Bring him in. Cheer up, Antonio. Have courage. All will be well.
Not on the soul, but sharpen your knife on your soul. It is the hardest subject I have come across.
Take your place, sire. Are you familiar with the argument here?
I am. Which is the merchant here and which is the Jew?
Antonio and Shylock, both stand forth.
Is your name Shylock?
Shylock is my name.
I pray you, let me see the bond.
Here, most reverend doctor.
You are offered 3 times the sum.
I must have my bond.
Yes, indeed, this bond is forfeit. The nature of your quest is a strange one, but the laws of Venice must give you justice. You are in great danger, my friend.
Yes, I am.
Did you sign such a bond?
I did.
Then must the Jew be merciful.
On what compulsion must I be merciful? Tell me that.
The quality of mercy is not forced. It falls like gentle rain from heaven. It blesses the one who gives, and it blesses the person who receives it. It is mightiest in the mightiest. One's earthly power shows itself closest to God's when justice is tempered with mercy. If justice is your plea, consider this. In the course of justice, none of us would see salvation. We do pray for mercy. I request you, soften the justice of your plea, which, if you don't, seeks the very life of this merchant.
My deeds upon my head. I crave justice. Like the bond says, I will have a pound of his flesh from nearest his heart.
Can nothing make you change your mind?
Nothing can break that bond. I stand for the law. I stand for justice.
Is he not able to pay the money?
Yes, here it is. I tender it for him in court. Yes, twice the sum. And if that does not suffice, I am willing to pay 10 times the amount. Just this once. Deal favorably with Antonio and curb this evil man.
That cannot be. Such a precedent cannot be set.
A Daniel come to judgment. Yeah, a Daniel.
Most humbly I beg you, give the judgment and be done with it.
Why then, you must prepare your bosom for his knife.
Oh, noble judge. Oh, excellent young man.
Are the scales here to weigh the flesh?
I have them ready.
Have a surgeon stand by to stop his bleeding, or he will bleed to death.
Is that mentioned in the bond?
No, it is not. But what of that? It is only human charity that you do so.
It is not in the bond.
You, merchant, have you anything to say?
But little. Bassanio, farewell. Do not be sad. Good fortune is taking me now, before I die of wretched poverty. I hope the Jew cuts deep enough. People will speak of me as one who gave his life willingly for his friend.
We are wasting time. Pronounce the sentence.
A pound of flesh of this merchant is yours. The court allows it, the law gives it.
Most rightful judge.
And you must cut the flesh from his breast. The law allows it, the court awards it.
Most learned judge. Come, prepare.
Hold it. There is something here. The bond does not allow you any blood. The words are a pound of flesh. You may take your pound of flesh, but if you shed a single drop of blood, then by the laws of Venice, all you possess will be confiscated by the state of Venice.
O upright judge, mark Jew, O learned Jew.
Is that the law?
It is. You want justice? You will get more justice than you desire.
I take this offer then. Pay the bond thrice and let the merchant go.
Here is the money.
No, the Jew shall have justice. He shall have nothing but the penalty.
O Jew, an upright judge, O learned judge.
Therefore, prepare to cut off the merchant's flesh. Cut 1 pound of flesh only, neither an ounce more nor less. If the scales turn by the weight of a hair, you die, and all your goods will be confiscated.
A second Daniel, a Daniel Jew, now we have you in our grip.
Why does the Jew hesitate? Take your forfeiture.
Give me my principal and let me go.
I have it here, ready for you. Take it.
He has refused it in open court. He shall have only justice and his bond.
Will I not just get my principal amount?
You shall have nothing but the forfeiture to be taken at your risk.
Why then, may the devil take him. I will not stay here any longer.
Wait, Jew. The law of Venice states that if a foreigner, directly or indirectly, attempts to take the life of a Venetian citizen, then half his property is awarded to the victim and the other half confiscated by the state. Also, the Duke decides whether his life is spared or not. Therefore, Jew, go down on your knees and beg mercy of the Duke.
You shall see the difference of our spirits. I pardon you your life before you ask it. However, half your wealth will go to Antonio. The other half comes to the state, which, if you request from me, can be reduced to a fine.
You might as well take my life if you are taking away everything else from me.
What mercy can you render him, Antonio?
I request the court to spare the half that comes to the state. Let him use it. The half that comes to me, I will use to build up my fortunes. Shylock must leave all he dies possessed to his daughter Jessica and her husband Lorenzo, as I will too.
He shall do this, or else I will recant the pardon I have just pronounced.
Are you satisfied, Jew? What do you say?
I am content. I beg you, give me leave to go from here. I am not well. Send the deed after me and I will sign it.
Go on home and make sure you sign it.
Yes, audience, we have seen the true meaning of mercy, love, and friendship. Time and again, Shakespeare proves his ability to portray his heroines with the brilliance of his heroes. Brilliant and seamless performance. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Now, I request our director, Father Tommy, to enlighten us with his ever-inspiring inspiring message.
Good evening, Mr. Shekhar Singh sir. Good evening, parents, guests, my dear teachers, and my most dear children. I know, normally we start every program at St. Xaviers at sharp, exact the time when we have fixed it. And today, our chief guest sent me a message at around 11:30 that he is leaving Pune. But then he has sent me a message saying, "I'm very sorry, Father, there's very heavy traffic. Diwali traffic, I am caught on the road." He sent me the live location. And he said, "You can start the program if you want, that I will join." But I said no. And you know very well, most of you were also caught in the traffic. So it proved something good, because we are also coming from Pune or from Bombay through Pune. So this timing has suited us well, I believe. So why I want to tell this is, I met Shekhar Singh sir in January of 2009, actually on the 1st of February, when the then Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Sri Uddhav Thackeray, visited Mahabaleshwar Hospital. That he just joined in January as a collector of Satara. That was our first meeting. But then fate decided that we work together. Immediately after that, the COVID pandemic started. And I had the opportunity to work with him in the district. And I want to tell you, I came to see a person of stellar courage, inspiration and energy, and that is the reason I was very particular. I was like insisting, "Sir, you have to come to be our chief guest." And in the last 2 years we couldn't make it because of the pandemic. This is the first time after last 3 years we are having this meeting. And there is a reason I want him to be the chief guest and meet our students, and they taking the opportunity to receive their prizes from him and get that photograph taken. Because I know an inspiration of one person can make a huge difference to people's lives. Now you are sitting in this auditorium, those parents who might have come to this early to Panchgani and St. Xaviers, no, this is like very new for us. And this whole thing I have designed of the inspiration I received from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who visited Belair, who visited Panchgani, who spoke to our students in 2003. And the whole theme which we have done is to inspire our children with great people and great things. Because I am inspired, because I know after his visit to Panchgani, he facilitated that I am appointed as a chairperson in the Ministry of Health, Government of India. So from 2004, I was working with the Government of India in the Ministry, National AIDS Control Organization, as a chairperson. And I worked with very senior IAS officers. Actually, Dr. S.Y. Qureshi, who was the Director and the Principal Secretary of Public Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, who actually retired as the Chief Election Commissioner of India. I worked with him. He was co-chair in our ministry, in our program. I worked with Sujata Rao, who was also one of the very eminent health secretaries of India. And what I was telling you, from that time onwards, I know a lot of IAS officers in Maharashtra also, like the principal secretaries, chief secretaries, collectors, a lot of them I know. And that is the reason, because of my very constant interaction for last 30 years with various government officials and IAS officers, I want to tell you, I found a person of real inspiration in Mr. Shekhar Singh. I normally don't speak, whether it is IAS officer or whether it's a minister, I don't speak pleasing somebody, because it's not my character. Whether whoever it is, I will tell you the truth. That is my way of doing. You have known it. I have faced my life. But then, how he worked during COVID in Satara. And during the COVID, we had another disaster. We had floods in Mahabaleshwar Taluka, in other parts of, in Patan, in other places in Satara district. We had 200 landslides in Mahabaleshwar. I remember traveling with him in a boat, in a rickety boat, in the Shivsagar Lake, way back to the Wagavala area, like, it was all dangerous, but he insisted that he goes and sees the remote villages, speak to the people who are in trouble, and make sure that he can bring help where it was needed. And that's the reason I wanted my students. I know students are all sitting out there, but they will be coming on stage, getting prizes and all that. I know my students will be listening to this, because in our country, the world is going through difficulties, absolute difficult times. The world, not only COVID, economic meltdown, political instability, Ukraine war, what's all happening in this world. And our country has naturally impacted by all these problems. And what we need in this country right now is a kind of education preparing children to face the difficult times, to make them tough, to make them smart. But unfortunately, our education system in this country is not doing that. I'm telling you that. This is my experience. The children are not being prepared for facing life, to become smart, to compete in this difficult world. That's, unfortunately, everybody is trying to push a lot of content, knowledge, pass, mark, CET, CET, special coaching, send them to quota. Some of them commit suicide, But then, at the end, you make them neat and then make them all that, and you make out them a doctor out of that doctor. And I am running a hospital for last 30 years. I have many hospitals now. Sir inspired me to finish my big hospital in Hawaii, which we are inaugurating. And what is the salary we are paying to an MBBS doctor? 75,000 rupees. And that we pay. But some other hospitals don't pay that. I have not understood why people are going through all this grilling thing for getting a job. Engineers are not getting jobs now. But the thing is, we are not preparing our kids to be smart. And that's the reason I am telling my kids, okay, don't worry about your education, your mark, your examination, but be smart. And then on these programs which we put up here, we have 300 children. And all of them are on the stage. And it's not an easy task. 300 children are not selected. Everybody, and they are not, many of them are not natural dancers. Many of them are not natural singers. But then, these 2-3 weeks where we prepared them, they're working together and they are getting trained for doing what they did. And they are doing a marvelous job. My dear children, listen to me. I want to give you a big applause with your parents. You are doing a perfect performance. Thank you. Thank you for what you are doing. I want to thank my teachers. They are with me, with Shaji sir, with Father Abhilash, all the teachers. I know I have been rude with them many times, including yesterday evening. But then, that is it. That's a part of it. I know they have done an excellent job. They are doing an excellent job. I want parents, you to understand why we did. I remember taking special permission from sir for keeping the students safe in this hostel when we had TV crews coming around the school and making big news that COVID mein school kind of things coming in the news. When you are doing the right thing, this country we are facing. And this is happening. He has shared with me, being a collector, what kind of difficulty he has faced, and he has shared with me. Because it's not difficult, it is very difficult, but still, he could have, he has such big educational backgrounds. If he can get into corporate sector, he can make 10 times more money than he would be making as a collector or a commissioner. But then there are some people who believe that we can make a difference. So one of the reasons I wanted him as a chief guest today, I believe some of my students will end up as upright officers like him. We will make a difference for the country. To get into IAS or IPS or ICS, whatever it is, to make a difference, because I believe I am a person who has made a difference in this town and in this district because of the sheer belief that I can make a difference. When I came into this town, nobody knew me. This was a hell of a place, a ghost town. And this town tried to chase me out. They arrested me, put me, paraded me in the town, put me in the police station against all kinds of abuses were there in the newspapers against me. But I stood my ground, believing in God and believing in the right thing. And I have made a difference. I am making a difference. I know still I have difficulties. That is the reason I want today my children before Diwali to be inspired and going back. Yes, I can make a difference. God has given me enough talents that I will make a difference. That is what is written here. All over, Abdul Kalam has told our country and our children, you have a dream and then you will get wings and India will fly. So as parents, I want you to make them understand that, believe in themselves and not allow them to become these mobile kids. So when they are coming back for holidays, I want to warn you, they will be pestering you for getting their mobiles, and don't make them sit on their mobiles. Give them maximum for 1 day, 1 hour, don't more than that. Be strict with them, you take my name. Because this is what's happening in our country. These children are getting into this virtual world and they have no social skills. So please, Diwali, let them celebrate, of course safely, without crackers. But let them play, let them sing, let them go to market, let them meet people, let them be smart. That's what we are sending them home. Anyway, I just want to thank sir for coming. And I have waited hours and hours for chief guests, VIPs, including collectors, who would tell me I am reaching at 1 o'clock and would reach at 7 o'clock, sometimes wouldn't reach. But then he started early, but he didn't want the program to be late. And he was trying to tell me, okay, he started, I am reaching. Because I am not his problem, and that is what is character. I want you to understand his presence today is going to make a big difference to the minds of our children. Because that is what education is all about, and that's what Xaviers is all about. Wish you all a great, happy Diwali. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Father, for enlightening and guiding us. Does dancing make you happy? Does it make you feel carefree? Yes. Dance to the rhythm of your heart and you will feel happiness like never before. It doesn't matter whether you like jazz or waltz, salsa or fusion. What matters is that your heart loves to dance. Here comes the next performance, the fusion dance.
गलियों में
कर क्या रहे हो आप? बिल्कुल ही टाइम बर्बाद किया आपने, अपना भी हमारा भी। आप थोड़ा सीरियस हो जाइए लाइफ में।
Drop it low, man. देखा जो बेबी तेरा नखरा तो दिल ये बोले, नखरा लगे है तो डल बखरा तो दिल ये बोले, मुझको लुभाती है जवानियाँ, मुझको लुटाती जिंदगानियाँ, मारे वाले
a Hindi skit, हमदर्द। वैसे तो हर परिवार में नोक झोंक तो होती ही रहती है और हर एक को परेशानी का सामना भी करना पड़ता है। अब देखते हैं कि इन जनाब को क्या परेशानी है।
क्या बताऊं मैं आपको, आपकी परेशानी और मेरी परेशानी एक ही है, शादी का लड्डू। जो खाए वो पछताए, जो ना खाए वो भी पछताए।
क्या कहता है दिल मेरी डियर वाइफ, पूरा मैं हूँ तुम्हारा, तुम हो मेरी लाइफ।
लो कर लो बात, जिसके बारे में बात कर रहा था उसी का फोन है। हाँ बोलो मेरी रानी। क्या? पर आज तो छुट्टी है ना? हाँ मैं आ रहा हूँ, तू टेंशन मत ले, मैं आ रहा हूँ। हे प्रभु, मेरी आज की भी छुट्टी चली गई। कम से कम एक दिन तो छुटकारा दो बीवी से।
अरे हर्षल, आ रहा है क्या? आ जा जल्दी, अगर तेरी बीवी आ गई तो फिर पूरा प्लान चौपट हो जाएगा। हाँ आया आयुष, तू इतनी गड़बड़ क्यों कर रहा है? अगर फिर से बीवी आ गई तो फिर लेने के देने पड़ जाएंगे। हाँ, अगर फिर से आफत आ गई तो फिर से घर जाना पड़ेगा। अरे चल, रुक क्यों गया? अरे आयुष, लगता है उस सज्जन को तकलीफ है। अरे हाँ रे, चल उससे जाके पूछते हैं। अरे क्या हुआ भाई साहब?
अरे क्या बताओ भाई,
ठीक है छोड़ दे, मत बता, चल हर्षल।
अरे रुकिए तो रुकिए। अब ये लोग भी चले गए, अब इन लोग को कैसे बताऊं? जिसकी जलती है वही जानता है।
पंछी बनूं उड़ता फिरूं मस्त गगन में, है मस्त गगन में, हो मस्त गगन में।
अरे भाई साहब, क्या आप मेरी कुछ मदद कर सकते हो?
अरे रे वो छोड़ो, मेरी बीवी 8 दिन के लिए मायके चली गई है।
8 दिन?
हाँ ये ले, तू भी ऐश कर।
अरे क्या किस्मत है इसकी, काश मेरी भी किस्मत इसके जैसी होती।
चलो चलो,
कहाँ रह गए?
अरे सचिन, अगर बैठ गया है तो बॉल कहाँ है? तुम लोग हमेशा यही करते हो, बॉल नहीं लाते। मैं चला घर। ठीक है, फिर मैं खाना खा के मस्त सो जाता हूँ।
अरे बच्चों, क्या आप मेरी कुछ मदद कर सकते हो?
बॉल नहीं है? हाँ मम्मी, क्या हो रहा है?
भाई साहब, ये तो तोतला है।
तो फिर ये क्या कह रहा है?
ये कह रहा है कि हमारे पास तो बॉल ही नहीं है, हम आपकी क्या मदद करेंगे?
अरे क्या खतरनाक बच्चा है। खैर जाने दो, कम से कम मोबाइल छोड़कर बाहर खेलने तो आता है। अरे साहब जी, क्या आप मेरी कुछ मदद कर सकते हो? काश मैं भी गूंगा बहरा होता, कम से कम बीबी की बकवास तो नहीं सुननी पड़ती।
तू रुक, तू बहुत दिन से मिला नहीं है, तू मेरे पैसे कब देगा?
अरे पहलवान जी, क्या आप मेरी कुछ मदद कर सकते हो?
अरे तू मेरे बीच में क्यों आ रहा है? मेरा दिमाग पहले से ही खराब है, मैं तुझे उठा के पटक दूंगा। ये दे, तू जा। और तू रुक, किधर जा रहा है?
अरे बाप रे, आज तो मैं इस पहलवान के हाथ से मार खाते खाते बच गया। इससे अच्छी तो मेरी बीवी है, मारती कम है, बस काम थोड़ा ज्यादा देती है। लगता है मेरी कोई मदद करने के लिए तैयार ही नहीं है। घर जाता हूँ तो बीवी काम देती है, ऑफिस जाता हूँ तो साहब जी परेशान करते हैं। अब तो मैं मंदिर चला जाता हूँ भगवान से मदद मांगने। हे प्रभु, आप तो सब जानते ही हो, कुछ चमत्कार करके मेरा भी दर्द मिटा दो। आपकी लीला तो अपरंपार है। आपने लड़कियों को कितनी अच्छी तरह से बनाया, बस बीवियों को ऐसा क्यों बनाया? हे मूर्ख मानव, हमने तो सिर्फ लड़कियां बनाई, उन्हें बीवी किसने बनाया? धन्य हो प्रभु जी, आपने सही पहचाना, गलती तो हमसे ही हुई है।
हाय दैया, मैं तो पूरे गांव का चक्कर लगा के आई और आप यहाँ हो। चलो घर, दिवाली का ढेर सारा काम भी बाकी है।
प्रभु कम से कम अब तो बचाओ, अब तो स्वयं बीवी आ चुकी है, प्रभु भी कुछ नहीं कर सकते। अब तुम्हारी किस्मत तुम्हारी बीवी के हाथों में है।
तो देखा आपने, जीवन में परेशानियां चाहे जितनी भी हो, चिंता करने से वह बढ़ जाती है। बेहतर यह हो कि आप हर परिस्थिति का सामना आनंद से करें। धन्यवाद।
बिल्कुल मस्त था। Kathak is one of the 8 major forms of Indian classical dance. It has its origin in Uttar Pradesh. Here, poetry is combined with rhythmic movement. So let's gear up for a glamorous dance. Welcome on the stage, the dancing divas.
worshipping of Michael Jackson, not only do they think about his great records, but also his funky dance moves.
So here we call upon our moonwalkers to rock the stage.
हमारे सीक्रेट एजेंट्स ने पता किया है कि वर्ल्ड के टॉप गैंगस्टर्स आज रात चैंपियंस कसिनो में मिल रहे हैं। ये हमारा आखिरी मौका है, इन्हें पकड़ना ही होगा। तुम्हें चारों तरफ से घेर लिया है, भागने का सोचना भी मत। हम तुम्हें आखिरी मौका दे रहे हैं, चुपचाप अपने आप को पुलिस के हवाले कर दो। पुलिस हमें पकड़े, उससे अच्छा है हम एक दूसरे को गोली मार।
What an exhilarating performance! I'm sure you must have had goosebumps.
Friends, may I request our chief guest, Mr. Shekhar Singh IAS, to address the gathering.
On the occasion of the annual function of St. Xaviers School, Father Tommy is there, the entire school management, principals, teachers, dear parents, few students might be there, lot of siblings seem to be there, probably who are younger siblings studying in probably the same school or different school. First of all, apologies from my side for being late in spite of the best efforts put in. There was a Diwali program in PCMC which happens every year. It started at 5 in the morning today, 4:30. Even then it got a little delayed, etc. And then the traffic was there. So apologies from my end for being late for that matter and for the function starting late. Already father has given explanation on my behalf, but it is important that I apologize to you personally on my behalf. So that is the first thing. Second, I think you already applauded students, many of your own kids as well, other kids as well. I think they deserve another round of applause for the overall performance that has been really put up by the whole school. I think, Father, they have done an excellent job. Excellent job they have done. The kind of diversity of various performances that have been put today, I think speaks volume about the standards that St. Xavier has been setting. There's a lot of backstage work that goes on. We only see the front end. I would like to congratulate all the backstage teachers, all the costume designers, all the technician guys handling lights, guys handling music, etc., etc. I did not observe even a single blip in the entire function of almost 1.5 hours, and that is really important. In spite of all the best efforts that you might put in, there always a cue which gets missed, there always a music which starts late, there's always performance, except for I think the anchor who had to say hello, hello 2-3 times. That was the only thing that happened, but otherwise it was a flawless performance by all the students. So I really congratulate the school for putting up such a wonderful annual day. It really reminded me of my days in school, and it was really hard for me to stop myself from not dancing on Kala Chashma. Being from Delhi, I am a natural Bhangra dancer, and I've been doing Bhangra right from my school to my college to even IS Academy in Mussoorie. And I have danced on a lot of these songs that these kids presented today, whether it was in my school, in my college. So Bhangra is one thing that I've been doing apart from drama as well. Even Merchant of Venice reminded me of the time that we did Macbeth, and Macbeth is going to be, Shakespeare is going to be Shakespeare, right? 100 years before, 200 years before, and even 200 years later also, schools will be still performing a lot of plays from Shakespeare. A lot of other new things are coming up, but I think there's a value attached to what Shakespeare wrote all those hundreds of years back. So it did remind me again of the time that I was in Macbeth. But I must really congratulate the school for the production value that was there in all the programs that were presented here. The kind of diversity it brought onto the platter. I really enjoyed few of the performances. I enjoyed all of them. Few of them I enjoyed more. Will not be good to tell which one was it, but there were few which really got me tapping. And I think being a chief guest, you have to maintain your decorum and everything. But it was hard to maintain that decorum with all the foot tapping numbers that were being put forward. Father told me all the costumes have been designed here and stitched by the school team. I think that again speaks volume of the creativity that exists in the school. You must all applaud for it. I remember during our annual day, etc., in Delhi, and I am from a Sikh school, right? So we always had to go to these higher places which are there all over the cities which give costumes and hire. But if St. Xavier is able to do all that job on their own and stitch it in their very own campus, I think that's a great thing that you are able to do. Another thing which I would really want to comment on, I'm first taking up all the performances, then I have to speak a little bit about Bel Air, my collaboration with Bel Air as well. It was the fact that I think what Father mentioned, that each and every student was present on the stage today. And you all should be really proud of that. I've seen schools, I've seen institutions who only bring the so-called best ones out. Only bring whoever 10 students who dance well would only be dancing. Whoever is good would only be doing it, and there will be multiple repetitions. They were today, the moonwalkers, I could identify 2, 3, 4 boys who were there in multiple performances, but that's okay. But a chance has been given to all the students, and I think that again speaks volume of the character that Father and his entire team, Father Tommy and his entire team has built for the school, the kind of institution that St. Xavier stands for. Father already mentioned, I got in touch with Father Thomas, as he very rightly pointed out, 1st and 2nd February 2020, he said 2019, it was 2020, was when the erstwhile Honorable CM was here. We interacted, and there are few things, there are few relationships which you click on the very first day. And there are few collaborations which can go on for years, but still that clicking will not happen. So that happened with when I met Father. I visited the rural hospital, and the absolute sheer transformation that father has done in rural hospital, and I could see it on through my own eyes. There is a transformation that father did here as well, and I still remember I've come to this hall trying to convince the doctors of Panchgani to put in their service for COVID. There was a time, I am not sure if any of the doctors are sitting here from Panchgani, but there was a time when they were asking why should we work for COVID for the government. We had put them on rotation duty because Panchgani, Mahabaleshwar has very few doctors, so we put them on rotation duty. Father has been a pillar of the strength for district administration as far as Mahabaleshwar is concerned. So I always used to say, father is there, he is going to handle the entire thing, not just in the city, in the town of Mahabaleshwar, Panchgani, but even in the villages that we have 18 sub-centers and 2 PHCs that Bel Air is managing, apart from this tertiary care unit that Bel Air runs for TB and AIDS patients, and a school, St. Xaviers. So I think I don't need to introduce father to all of you, but I think he is one great personality with whom I'm going to be in touch for the rest of my life, what I know. And he is known to be very, very blunt and frank, and he's been very, very frank with me, and I respect that quality of his. He's been frank to the extent of telling me where we are going wrong, and that was very important in COVID because so many things were new. For example, allowing students to be in the hostel. He said a lot of parents want their students to be in the hostel because sometimes they feel that Bombay was not safe at that point of time. And it was on his cue that I did talk to our then education secretary, and she decided to issue a circular later on for allowing students in the hostel with SOP. So it was father's insistence about starting it in St. Xavier, which ended up turning into a circular for the whole state. So that is how that father and I have shared a great relationship when I was here. And thank you, father, for calling me here. Satara has a very special place for me. I would not miss a chance to come back to Satara, even though initially I had different ideas about him calling me today. But then he insisted that I must come. And it's been a great pleasure coming here today. Thank you so much for calling me. There are few things that I thought I would say, but looking at the overall atmosphere and looking at the fact that parents might need to return back to Bombay and Pune, I'm not here to lecture you much. There is but one strand of thought that father really picked on, which I would pick, is this device, which is changing all of our lives, and it is bound to change. I think probably when TV came, people said the same thing about TV as well, right? When internet or cable TV came, people said the same thing about internet as well. Now when the mobile or the smartphone is there, we are probably saying the same thing. But I think there is a fundamental shift which is happening in the kids these days with regards to mobiles and iPads, etc. I myself don't have kids as of now. Been trying to push as much as possible, even though the position is becoming increasingly untenable. So me to lecture you, I don't know how firm footing I'm on, but we need to do something with regards to social media. We need to do something with regards to early initiation of kids on social media. It could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, it could be XYZ things. It's a positive day today. I don't want to talk about something too negative, but there's a lot of stuff on the web which we need to at some level protect our kids from unless and until they attain a certain level of maturity, after which they as individuals, as adults, can decide what they want to do with their life. On that, what to do and what they can do with their lives. Like father, I am a strong votary of a disciplinarian system to an extent. I really feel that the discipline that we had in our schools is not there any longer in a lot of schools. I am not sure about St. Xavier. I am quite sure the way that everything has been put up, the discipline is right up to the mark. But my own sister, cousin sister, is a teacher in Delhi, and she keeps telling me, you can't even stare at kids today. Leave apart raising a hand, leave apart raising a ruler. And we've grown fine enough. We were beaten also at times, we were slapped also at times, and that was completely okay. But increasingly parents feel that how can the school scold our kids? How can the school slap my kid? How can the school punish my kids? I'm quite sure you are not among those parents, so I'm not generalizing, so pardon me for putting that across right to you. But I think this strand of assuming that the disciplinarian thing has to go is somewhere, as father rightly pointed out, not preparing the kids to go out in the world and face the difficulties that are there. COVID has shown to all of us that the world has shifted fundamentally. No matter you believe it or not, 2 years of COVID has shifted the world in many ways, more ways than we can imagine. there was already a transactional strand that was coming in our society, right? The kind of a relationship that probably you shared with your teachers, the kind of relationship that today's kids share with the teacher is very different. I'm still in touch with my teachers from school. In fact, I'm going to my annual school of my annual day of my school next November, 19 November. They've invited me there. So I'm going to go there. I'm still in touch with my school, still in touch with my teachers, right from my school time to my college. And so was my father. My father's maths teacher just recently passed away. He was 98, 99. And he still believes that he was the reason that from a small village he could go to IIT Roorkee and achieve whatever he could achieve in his life. So teachers are what we are here for, what we are here because of, and I really believe that, and I do thank my teacher. Today is a good day for me to acknowledge that. So once again, thanks to the entire school administration, thanks to the entire school team for putting up a wonderful show that they've put today. I think there are very few annual day shows that I've seen like this, Father, with such good production value. They might be bigger in scale, etc., but the diversity of the production value that you put up is really something that has got me kicking. Just one last thing. I've already overshot the time that I thought I will speak to you guys. There is something which I really firmly believe, and that is about the curiosity in kids. And I increasingly feel people around, sometimes teachers, sometimes parents, unwittingly, unknowingly, we try to curb down on the curiosity of the kid. I would only request you not to curb down on that curiosity ever, no matter how irritating the questions might be, no matter how much the kid might be challenging you on your traditions, on your ethos, on your hard-held principles and traditions. If you allow them to at least debate with you within a decent framework, tell them what is good and bad, and at the end of the day, once they're adults and majors, they can decide what they want to do. But I think it is all of our duty to ensure that that curiosity doesn't go down, that questioning ability doesn't go down. Otherwise, we are all running after, as in Three Idiots, Ranchod Das, Shamal must have said, we are all just running in a race like rats probably. So you need to allow your kids, and I'm quite sure St. Xaviers is already doing that sense of investigation, that sense of curiosity, and it just got nothing to do with science. Sense of curiosity, investigation can be in humanities, in commerce, in whichever field you choose. But give your kids a firm footing so that they can question even your hardest held ethos. And that is when the true character of the kids would come out. I still remember this is something that was taught to me by my principal. As I already told you, my was a Sikh school. I can read, write Punjabi, that is why I dance Bhangra from Delhi. We had a principal from Chennai, Mr. V. N. Narayanan. He was a vice admiral from Navy, retired vice admiral. And he always used to say that if you don't let the kids question, they will never flourish or they will never bloom. As a father, as again, very inspiring to see all the quotes from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The wings of fire that kids need to have will never come if you don't allow them to question. So my firm and humble request, please allow them to question. At the same time, please discipline them as well. Allowing them to question is not to mean that they shouldn't be disciplined. Anyone who feels that all work, no play makes Jack a dull boy is also correct. But anyone who feels all musty and all play is all good enough is also wrong. So it's the hard work, sincerity which matters, and hard work never goes waste. I'm sure you all know that. But once again, thanks to the whole school administration for calling me here today. Thanks to Father especially for giving me the opportunity to come back to Satara. It's been a great pleasure to be here. It's been a great pleasure to look at all the performances. Once again, special commendation to all the backstage guys who've never come on the stage but who have been part of this entire effort to put up such a stellar show. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. May I request you to come over to the stage to give away the prizes.
Prize distribution is one of the most awaited events of the day. It is time to honor the winners of various competitions. I call upon Ms. Genevieve Fernandez to come over to the dais and announce the names of the prize winners.
Prizes for Cultural Competitions 2022-23. For the Sub-Junior category, Unnati Kumari, second in handwriting, third in solo cinematic dance, third in solo singing, third in quiz. Bhargavi Gudak, second in handwriting, second in quiz, third in drawing and coloring. Soham Patole, first in solo cinematic dance, third in fancy dress. Ahmad Hashim, third in solo cinematic dance. Sri Godse, third in quiz. We move on to the juniors category. Shanvi Shukla, first in handwriting, third in painting. Vedant Kaugare, first in quiz. Samad Golte, third in quiz, third in painting. Sharon Maurya, first in solo cinematic dance, first in pencil drawing. Ashavari Mane, third in solo cinematic dance, third in solo singing. Hamza Suratia, first in painting, second in fancy dress. Dia Joseph, second in fancy dress, third in English poem recitation. Niranjan S, first in solo singing. Priti Harale, first in painting, second in Hindi poem recitation. Aarti Basha, second in painting. Soham Mashilkar, second in pencil drawing. We move on to the seniors category. Chandan Londe, third in handwriting, third in Hindi poem recitation. Kriti Daura, second in debate, third in extempore speech. Ishan Pandey, first in quiz, third in debate. Sharmishta Vaidya, first in solo cinematic dance, second in quiz. Abhi Sharma, first in painting, second in solo cinematic dance, third in quiz. Aditya Sharma, third in quiz, third in solo cinematic dance. Koina Pachakar, first in solo cinematic dance. Mudra Shirke, third in solo cinematic dance, third in pencil drawing. Bharat Gaikwad, second in story writing, third in extempore speech. Asif Chaudhary, second in solo singing. Cyrus Jose, first in solo singing. Sanskrit Gotavade, first in Hindi poem recitation. Kirti Khadkare, second in Hindi poem recitation. Neil Patel, first in painting. Vasundhara Jadhav, third in painting, third in story writing. Aditya Kuwar, first in pencil drawing. Nityam Pandav, second in painting, second in pencil drawing. Siya Joshi, first in solo singing. Edwin John, third in fancy dress. We move on to the individual championship trophies for the sub-junior category. Amaya Santosh Nayak. Juniors category, Joanna Alphonse Jitin. Seniors category, Sia Singh. Academic proficiencies for the year 2021-22, Class 1, Angel AS. Class 2, Jenna Maria Chitin. Class 3, Amaya S. Nayak. Class 4, Avantika Karte. Class 5, Atharva Nikam. Class 7, Amay Jadhav. Class 8A, Danishka Bhattacharjee. Class 8B, Lorena Pereira. Class 9 से नील पटेल. Class 9B आयुष कराकर. Class 11 Joanne Dojan. Academic Excellence in Board Exams 2021-22, SSC Topper Varun Ajit Pendulkar. HSC Topper Janvi Kasurde. We come to the prizes for the houses that scored the highest points in the cultural events held in this year. The runner-up trophy goes to St. Thomas House. The recipients are the captain, vice captain and their house teachers. And the winner trophy goes to St. Paul's House. Thank Thank you, sir.
Wrapping a present and not giving it, I call upon Master John Matthew to give the vote of thanks. Distinguished Chief Guest Sri Shekhar Singh, Reverend Father Tommy, parents, teachers and my dear friends. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. May I thank God Almighty for blessing us to make today's program a grand success. It's a great honor for all of us to have the gracious presence of Sri Shekhar Singh as our chief guest. We are also happy to have Mrs. Isha Singh with us. Thank you for your esteemed presence. I thank Reverend Father Tommy, who has been a continuous source of inspiration and guidance to all of us. I would like to express my gratitude to Father Danny, who guided and trained our choir and is the brain behind the mind. I'm grateful to Master Aryan Gadge, one of our ex-students, who guided and helped our students in preparing the dances. Thank you, Aryan, for your support. I have to make a special mention of our teaching and non-teaching staff who put in a lot of effort and pain in preparing us for this day. There are many who worked behind the scenes to make this day a success. I may also thank our enthusiastic parents, well-wishers, our special guests, Reverend Fathers and Sisters for their dignified presence. To everyone who has contributed to the overwhelming success of today's program, a big thank you and wish you all a wonderful Diwali.
Experience the journey of the song Jana Gana Mana. Our national anthem, Jana Gana Mana, is written by Rabindranath Tagore. It consists of 5 stanzas. The first stanza of this poem is our national anthem. The next performance is based on the last stanza of this poem. Let us watch the Desh Bhakti Purna. I request all of you to remain seated during the performance.
Hati, 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 hati,